I'm sitting alongside the head swim coach at Laramie High School now for over 30 years and just got inducted into the National Interscholastic High School Swim Coaches Association. I hope I said that right.
You were close. It's National Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association. Dang close, David.
All right. So I'm not perfecto on this one, but Tom Hudson and I have had a nice relationship for, over 20 years now. But he just got inducted into the NISCA Hall of Fame. That's why I'm sitting down talking with him. And first of all, you've known for a while about this. Think back to about a year ago when you got notified. What was your reaction?
Well, I was just shocked, immediately very humbled, and just started reflecting upon my life, really. Just when I was a little kid starting out, and just the whole journey that I've gone through as a person, as a swimmer, as a coach, the whole thing through my life. So just a lot of reflection and looking back and just kind of shock as well when I found out.
It's been about a week and a half, I think, since the day you got presented the Hall of Fame award. Take us through that day. What was it like for you?
Well, it was very special, and I'd mentioned earlier that it became very special for a lot of reasons. One was because my family was able to be there. My wife, Margaret, we've been married 33 years. Very nice that she could be there. My dad just turned 85. He came. And then all three of my sisters were able to be there with me as well, and my brother and sister-in-law. So just a very special time to be there with family. And then my longtime assistant coach, Tamara Bredding, I asked her to be my presenter. She's coached with me longer than anybody else, and she just did an outstanding job, and I got choked up listening to her with her speech a couple times. But just a really special day, and I don't know, just a lot of feelings going through my brain.
Well, so what does it mean to you in the grand scheme of things? Since you've been coaching for such a long time, you've had so many different accolades in your career, what does this one in particular mean?
This one to me is particularly special because this was voted on by swimming coaches. This organization is all the high school coaches in the country, high school swimming coaches. So there's several thousand coaches in NISCA, and they pare this award down to pick one a year. And so to be elected by my peers in that respect means so much. And I've been a part of NISCA for almost 30 years, and just I guess because it's swim coaches, it meant more.
I gotcha. Well, you've been here a long time. Did this kind of make you reflect even more on your coaching career here at Laramie High School?
Oh, absolutely. And when I gave my speech, I kind of walked through how all the twists and turns in your life. And I thank so many people, because when you look back, if I hadn't met like my high school coach, Pat Kirk, and he didn't come into my life, there's no way I would have been here. Or, you get recruited for college by Coach Frank Vicky. If Coach Vicky doesn't recruit me to swim at Wyoming, there's no way I end up here.
Right.
Then to get to student teach for the great Lane Kapishka, that was probably the biggest break, because I learned so much from him and got involved with Laramie High School swimming. And, then the rest is history. I got my break, and it just worked out. And so I guess it's just a series of thanking people and looking back on all the different things in your life that could have gone the other way, and they didn't, and I've just been so fortunate.
I know it's difficult to kind of talk about yourself when we're sitting here talking about this award, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the things that, maybe some people miss through the years and the journeys, if you wouldn't mind. Just, we know about the wins, the state championships, those, everybody knows about, but what are some of the kind of hidden things that you love the most about coaching?
Well, probably the relationships that you build with other coaches, and more than that, really the swimmers. Because to me, coaching's never really been, I focus on technique and training and all that, but I also try to coach the individual, and I've always really thought, meet them where they're at. And some kids need pushed harder, other kids will push themselves, and I think that's maybe something I've been good at, reading what kids need and trying to be sympathetic or empathetic to what those needs are. And so that might be one thing.
All right. Well, where are we at record-wise right now? I know you passed 800 wins a little bit ago. Where are we at right now?
I actually do know that because I had to turn it in, and it's 843 wins.
Wow.
might be 853 actually. I can't. It's 843 or 853 wins, 124 or 5 losses.
Gotcha.
4 or 5 ties.
Yeah.
And then the 21 state champions.
Yeah.
Championships, I guess.
And now we're 10 in a row, 5
Yeah.
boys, 5 girls. What does that mean to you that you've gotten on this little streak here in the last stretch?
Well, that's been amazing. And we had our banquet last night for the boys. And I told the boys, you know, and I believe this, it's hard to win one state championship. It's really hard to win one. But to win 5 in a row is just amazingly special. And those guys have done that. The girls have just done that. So, and that doesn't come easily either. You know, the help that I get from Scott Cronk and the Laramie Swim Club and just the whole family of Laramie Swimming contributes to that. And we've got it moving in the right direction right now, obviously, and look for Laramie to be strong again next year too. So, you know, it's hard to do, but we're doing well right now, and I'm taking every day as it comes.
All right. Well, let's talk about, you know, for you, you've kind of seen the gamut of Laramie swimming through these 30 plus years. We're looking behind us as a facility that came to fruition about a decade ago now, and in terms of competition about 6 years ago. What has it meant to see you kind of move from where you were at to this state-of-the-art facility behind us?
Well, that journey has been very special as well, to be in the old Laramie High School pool for all those years and all the tradition, and I'm big on tradition too. Like, that would answer your other question too. The traditions that started with Coach Kapishka and the pride in Laramie swimming, I've tried to keep going, and that's been a big part of our success too, I think. Right. Kids feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. They're a part of Laramie swimming. So anyway, the journey from that pool, which I loved and hated at the same time, up into this has been life-changing. I mean, this is the premier facility in the state, and we're so lucky to have it. I personally did work very hard. Some people, you know, I don't know. It was a lot of work to get this pool built, and the community got behind it, the school board got behind it, and I couldn't be more thankful to this community for supporting what this is, and I think it's paying back to the community what it was meant to be too.
For those folks in the community and around the state of Wyoming, put this in perspective. You've earned a lot of different awards, and obviously we've talked about the state championships, but this NISCA Hall of Fame, it's at a different level, it seems, just kind of sitting here chatting with you.
Well, and like I said, it's from my peers, and that means so much to be recognized among thousands of swimming coaches as the Hall of Fame award winner. And you know, in 2016 I got National Coach of the Year, and that was super special too. But that's awarded to a coach from every sport, from the National High School Activities Coaches Association. But I mean, both very special and very honoring, but this one, I guess there was maybe a little more pageantry or whatever in being a part of that organization. And it was in Atlanta, Georgia, in conjunction with the men's NCAA meet, and just, I don't know, it was just something very special.
Yeah, I can only imagine. What's the future hold for Tom Hudson? Because I've heard some rumblings, and everybody wants to know. I think opposing teams want to know when you're giving it up.
Yeah, I mean, that obviously that's been out in the universe or whatever. People ask me all the time, what are you going to do next year? And honestly, the answer right now, today, is I really don't know. There's some things in my life and with my wife, and we are on this journey together. Mm-hmm. And depending on how some things work out in the future, I may be here another year, 2 years, 3 years, or maybe not. But I won't know that for a little while. So the answer is I don't know.
All right, fair enough, enough. You also have a little reception coming up this Saturday. What are those like for you? Because this isn't the first Tom Hudson-based kind of reception, I guess.
Yeah, we had an open house in 2016 when I got National Coach of the Year, and that was very special too, because it was also an unveiling of this beautiful facility.
Right.
So it served dual purposes. This one, I have really no idea. My wife and Tamara have put this together. They put a thing out on Facebook. There could be 40, 50 people here. There could be 100. I don't know.
I think it's going to be bigger.
And, I'm looking very forward to seeing who does show up, and hopefully see faces from the past that were a part of my journey that helped make me successful, you know. People like Heber Richardson, my first All-American in 1993, you know. I know he's going to be there, and just all sorts of people from my past, and I don't know who a lot of them are going to be, so I'm a little scared, and
Tom Hudson's scared. Okay.
Bad stories come out. But no, I'm very much looking forward to seeing everybody and having that be a nice reunion.
And that's coming up this Saturday here at Laramie High School in the Commons. I think starts at 2 o'clock and 3:30 in the afternoon.
Till
Sorry,
4:30, just 1 hour.
just 1 hour. We're,
Yeah.
we're not going to let it go on all day apparently, but
No,
we
short
could.
and sweet. I don't like that stuff.
So, well, thanks for your candor today. I appreciate it, and we'll see if we see you in the future, I guess.
Well, absolutely. Thanks for all you do, David.